Oh, you know what? I was hitting the wrong button. There it goes. Now they can hear us. They probably couldn't before.
Sick.
But yeah, no, we're actually here this time. We have someone new with... Okay, holy shit, we need lighting on them bad. That did not work. I think the overhead light's just gonna have to come on.
Ooh.
That... Okay, no, there it goes, it adjusted.
Good haircut.
Yes, I like that. Yes, I got a haircut.
It's good.
Thanks.
King shit.
Also, I will do this because Ken always does this. Please don't knock over that camera.
Knock it over.
That would be bad.
It's called Chaos, Gary. It's in the name of the game.
It's true, it's a very intense thing. Are they on level?
I had it level. I don't know if it still is. I'll take where it's at. We've got to figure out something. I didn't even I don't really look at the stream that often whenever we're playing normally, because I'm always looking at D&D Beyond. So now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, God damn, that one angle is just so much darker than everything else. Okay. So we are gonna start a whole new campaign, and we have a new player. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Landan Stalker. I will be playing Markian Rolmith, a water genasi monk.
Adam, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah, my name is Adam, and I play Harry the Hairless Tabaxi. He's a divination wizard.
I'm Crowe. I am playing Xarrakas. I'm playing a Soul Knife Rogue, Trickster Cleric.
And I am Garrison. I'm going to be DMing in the place of Kane while he is busy doing things that are more important than this. Actually more important. They are important.
Shots fucking fire. Good job.
Had to get a little bit in there before I admitted that it was actually more important. Okay, so we are going to be entering a entirely new world, completely separated from what you guys have been seeing on Dice Quest and Chaos so far. So everything that you know, Boldias and Gale and the boys are not here in this world. We are in a completely separate one. We will return to that one soon, though. So, I would like to welcome everyone to the continent of Zabluin. It is spelled Zabluin. The people of this continent are fairly civilized. There's not a lot of, just wild areas around anymore. And the people are not very advanced in terms of technology. They have opted to instead expand themselves and urbanize a majority of the continent over a focus on technology and advancing that instead.
Bunch of fucking heathens.
I don't know why, but okay. And so they have a majority of this continent is urban towns and villages and cities. And so you will struggle to find areas that are deep, thick forests that are filled with wild creatures. That being said, our story for this campaign is going to focus on the town of Airy. It is a town that once started off as a birdfolk settlement and has since become a mixture of all sorts of races and everything, but the majority of the people are still birdfolk.
Just stinking birds.
Oh, god damn it. I was trying to figure out why Adam was smiling the entire time I was saying that. That's why.
If you know, you know.
Except for the fact that the audience has no fucking clue what you're talking about.
It's unfortunate.
No, it only makes a little bit of sense since you're a cat.
It's true.
That is true.
It is true. So, again, this is a typical city in the continent. It is modern. It's got a pretty urban environment. It gives off small town vibes though. Like it's not there are a good chunk of people here. There's probably at least like population of at least 10,000, but like it still gives off that small town feel. On top of that, the community is dealing with some newly acquired buildings that have been made just outside of the main town, and that is the Swan River Asylum. It is a mental health institution that has been made just outside of the city, and they just finished construction on it about 2 years ago. As we further zoom in, you all have received a letter, and that letter invited you to come to the Gentle Raven Resort, which is the hotel in Erie, with the promise of gold in exchange for maybe not so legal dealings. Be it as it may, different occurrences for all of you. That sounded like a pretty good deal. And so you have all ended up at the Gentle Raven Resort. We'll go ahead and start with Harry. Harry is walking in. When you walk into the Gentle Raven Resort, it is a very, very lavish place. It is a resort. Mm-hmm. It is not an inn. It is not a motel. It is a resort. It is fucking nice.
Yeah, this is up to the standards of Harry. It's the only shit he'll accept.
What if something doesn't meet your standards?
Probably just destroy it.
I don't care how big the room is, I just have a cat's fireball!
So, the Gentle Raven Resort is, it's got, when you walk in, there's actually a fountain in the lobby, in the very center, and you see like, similar to what you see in nice hotels now, there's a desk off to the side over here where you check into your rooms and everything. You all were told that you would have rooms reserved for each of you, under your names. So, what do you do?
Is there an attendant at the front?
Like, for bags?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where is your superior?
I'm sorry?
I've been invited to this place.
Oh, then you'll want to head to the front desk right over there.
Alright. And I'm just gonna give him my bag to my room.
Okay. I guess I'll just
And I'll just start walking
follow
to the front
you.
desk.
Okay. As you approach the front desk, you see that there is a the desk itself is normal height, but you realize that the floor below it is raised, as everybody that is working at the front desk is a halfling and is not tall enough to look over the desk in any other way.
You know, Harry normally looks down on people metaphorically, but like right now he's quite literally looking down on them in both ways. So
Yeah. So someone comes running up. Yes, hi. Do you have a reservation with us?
pull out my letter. And I will drop it on them like I'm trying to avoid contact with them.
Okay, this is just a... Oh, Harry! Right, I have the key to your room. And she runs back behind the door real quick and then comes back out with a key.
I'll motion for the bag boy to take it.
Okay. And then she hands it to him and he goes, okay, I can lead you to your room. It's this way.
And I'll follow without saying anything.
You get led to a, what is a single, looks like an elevator shaft without the elevator. And he hits a button on the front of it. And you see that there's a, I believe it's Tensor's floating disk. Is that what it is? They have somehow enchanted these floating discs to be able to go up and down at the press of a button. And so he presses it, the disc floats down, he steps on.
Nice touch.
Oh yeah, no, these took a while. They just literally like had the empty shaft for like a good year and a half.
I step on.
And then he presses another button in there and it takes you up. You noticed when you were walking in, this building's about 15 stories tall. It's fucking big. Mm-hmm. And it goes all the way up. And he walks out and leads you. There are only 3. You see pretty much what is about a 50-yard hallway, and there are 3 doors. And he takes you to one of those, and he opens up. This room is massive. It has a gorgeous view outside. The entire outer wall is a window. As well as like a full bar that is fully stocked. All the goods.
Interesting. Leave me now.
Okay, here's your key.
I'll hold my palm out so he
Drops it.
into my hand.
And then he will leave. And as he leaves, we will move on to whatever the hell Crowe's character's name is, because I cannot remember.
Call me Czar.
Czar. Okay, we're gonna go with Czar, because I'm not gonna try and say that every time. So, you have arrived at the General Raven Resort.
This is fancy. Interesting. I'll step myself in.
You walk in the front door, you see the similar things, a fountain. There's a attendant who looks like he's winded, who is standing there. And then there's the front desk over here, and there's like a recreational area over here that you see that there's like some kids playing games in and stuff.
Kisla, Raiden, go play with the kids. Like I said, there is no one there with me.
Oh, right, I remember now. I forgot about this. Right.
Lola, can you look at the kids for me, please? And I'll go walk over to the front desk.
The dude just like,
Yes? Is there...
who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my wife and kids.
Okay.
Walk up to the front desk. Is there like a little bell?
Yes, there is. There is a little bell that you can ding for an attendant. Half of them comes running up. Yes, how can I help you?
Hello, my name's Xarrakas. I have been requested here.
Right, I have your key. Hold on. And then she runs back, comes back around the corner with your key. Here you go.
I appreciate it.
It's top floor, door on the left.
Good to know. I have my kids and wife over there around the kids area, so
Oh, okay.
they're playing with the other kids for the moment, so I'll come down and get them at some point.
Okay.
Does it say where my key, like where my room is at?
Well, that's what she was saying. Is that you go to the top floor and it's the room on the left.
Got it. Yeah, I'm very forgetful. I appreciate the service again. I'll be back down here shortly. I'll look for a staircase.
Oh, right. I forgot that some people from out of town don't know about it yet. If you walk around the corner, there's these shafts that you'll see. They look like an empty shaft, like something that you would, a mine shaft. Press the button, and a tensor floating disc will come down to carry you up.
Okay, I appreciate that. Go walking over there, and then ding.
And the disc comes floating down.
Like testing it, make sure it holds me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And then you see the normal list of buttons that have all the labels on them, and you see the highest number is a 15. You press it, and it starts to go up, taking you all the way to the top floor. And then you walk out, and you see that there's about a 50-yard long hallway, 3 doors.
Is it like 2 doors on the right, or like 2 doors?
There's 1 door on the left, 1 door on the right, and then 1 door down all the way at the end of the corridor.
Got it. So, head to the door on the left, pull that key, unlock it, lock myself inside.
And yeah, you see yourself the same sort of thing that Harry saw. It is a fully stocked bar. There's like the big salon bath that they have, with like the jets and stuff, like all the good shit.
Well, this will be a fancy vacation for me and my family. Oh, they even have only 1 bed? Interesting. I told my kids. Oh well.
And then we will jump to Markian.
So first thing I'm gonna do when I walk in, I see this fountain, and I'm gonna cast Shape Water because I am just parched from my journey. And I just like get an orb of water in front of me and start like sipping out of it like a martini glass.
Fucking love that.
Like it's just an orb, and I'm holding it up right here, and I'm like,
The dude just like the attendant just looks up at you and goes, "Oh, it's gonna be a long day."
"Oh, hello.
Hi.
Can you help me? I received a strange letter. I've never been to a resort before." And I slurp really hard. Just horribly. This is refreshing stuff. Is this spring water?
No.
Gosh.
Jesus fuck. Okay. You got it. He goes, yeah, no, the front desk is over there. That's where you'll go.
Wonderful. Thank you, comrade. And I drop like a little bit of the water as if I'm giving him a tip, and it just like hovers in front of his face.
He like pokes it.
And it just falls to the ground. And so I saunter over to the front desk and ring the bell.
The little halfling lady runs around. She goes, "Hello, what can I do for you?"
Hello. Thank you for the water. It's just lovely. Is it spring water?
Where'd you get it from?
Oh, the fountain.
No.
Okay. Well, it's delicious. I received this strange letter, and I produce it, and I don't know where to go from
Oh,
here.
you're the third one. Hold on one second. I got your key.
Oh,
And then,
three of us.
she runs around the corner, comes back around, hands you key. She goes, it's on the 15th floor. Yours is at the door at the end of the corridor. If you walk around this corner right here, you will see that there is a big shaft that looks like a mine shaft. Hit the button on the front, a 10-foot floating disc will come down, and it can carry you all the way to the top.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so the water's gone now, and I go up to the room. I go to the end of the hall. I kind of glance at both of the doors on the way, but then I just go into the room.
Okay, yeah. So you, before you hit the 10-foot floating disc, you hear what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 14.
14. Yeah. I'll say you just hear you hear the halfling lady whisper to the guy who was at the door. She goes, "What the fuck was that?" And then you go up.
Okay. That I visibly blanch at that because this is my first time out, and I'm devastated that I was not smooth. That absolutely. And I try to play it off, and I'm like.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. Okay, so as you get up to your rooms, is there anything that you guys would do throughout the day before it hits nightfall?
I get out of my apartment area because this is how it feels. And I go back downstairs, and I'll go grab my kids.
Okay. You get very strange looks, and then there's a couple of the parents that like stand in between you and their children, like,
Oh, hello.
"Hi,
How was your day?
it's going well."
Good. I hope my kids and wife has been very nice to you guys. So, I'll be taking them now. Come on, kids, and Lola, come on. You know you should be better than that. Okay. Have a good night. And I'm holding the kid's hand, but and I'm like going up, going back up to the elevator. It's like, can you? I'll just do it. And I'll click it and
Like, so, what's your passive perception?
18.
Okay. The halfling, the attendant, and the parents are all like around the corner, like, what in the fuck?
I'm used to getting that glance, so just like I don't really mind it. So I'm just still gonna.
I want to know what his justification is for it. Why does he think that he gets these glances since he doesn't think it's because he doesn't have his fucking family with him?
No, because like I'm a hobgoblin,
Okay, that's okay. Okay, that makes sense.
That makes yeah.
Like I'm a hobgoblin. I'm in the middle of like a bunch of either birds or halflings.
Got it.
So
Okay. So yeah, is that all you do throughout the rest of the day? Though, is you pretty much just hang out in the room the rest of the time?
pretty much.
What does Harry do for the rest of the day?
Oh, Harry's drinking.
Great.
Yeah.
Is he just fucking getting hammered?
Yeah, he's pretty much drinking and just having these crazy daydreams about being like a beautiful cat. But this man is fucking hideous. He's like...
I forgot to
ugliest-
have you guys describe your
Yeah.
characters.
So Harry is the ugliest Sphinx cat you've ever seen in your life. Like, this thing is disgusting. And all he wants is to be beautiful. So he's just having a daydream right now while just getting absolutely plastered.
Does he lick his own skin as if he had fur?
Yeah, 100%.
Longingly.
Yes.
He just wants it so badly.
Yeah, when he's drunk enough, he thinks he has fur.
What does Markian look like? So we can...
So Markian is an average height water genasi. So he's like between 5'10", 5'11". He has kind of greenish skin because his mother was a lake-based water elemental, and he has long greenish black hair, and he's adorned in just kind of like pale brown monk robes.
Got it. And what does Xarra look like?
This 6'6" foot hobgoblin, very garnet red skin, black dreadlocks with kind of like medium length with purple tips at the very end, and he's very black, like cleric robes, and with like purple stripes that go around them, and there's a little emblem that I usually have underneath all my clothes, and I'll pull it out, and it's a symbol of Loki.
Okay.
So, and then it was like, I appreciate the work that you have done for me today, and then I'll put it back in, and then my eyes are dark brown.
Okay.
That's about it.
So, as night begins to fall, you guys all get a note slipped under your door. And if you try and open it, see who left the note, you don't see anybody, and you don't see anybody heading down the shaft either. No one is there. All it says is meet at the 4th door at midnight.
There was no 4th. Like up here? Mm-hmm. That's all it says?
All it says is meet at the 4th door at midnight.
I'm gonna start counting the doors in my room to try and figure out which one he means.
There's only 3 in your room because there's only 3 rooms that have locks, and that's the bedroom, the bathroom, and then the second bathroom.
He's gonna get really anxious about this.
I think I'm just gonna go into the hall and meditate, waiting for midnight.
Okay.
What time is it?
You get this slipped on your door about 10.
About 10.
Does Harry try and sober up before midnight?
As much as 2 hours is gonna do for him.
How swifty did he get?
He's up there. What I was laughing at a minute ago, where it says hair on my character sheet, I just wrote LOL.
It's really good.
What is Xar doing in those 2 hours?
He tries to tell Lola to go fetch the paper, but she's currently doing something else. So I'm like, it's fine, I'll go grab it. And then I'll grab it, read it.
Christ. The efforts this man's brain goes through to hang on to this illusion.
Exactly. That's the cool thing.
It's fine, I'll go grab it. And I'll pick it up, read it, and go to the door. Is it a fucking 4th door?
How quickly did you go outside to meditate?
2,
I would say I took like a 15-minute break, did my bathroom business and then went back outside like I'm ready.
Okay, so you would not be outside while he's doing this. Okay, so.
Yeah, no, I'm just like looking at the doors like 1, 2, 3. And fully step outside. I was like, what the fuck is the 4th door at? Fucking go back inside. No. I'll be playing with my family.
Is he like laughing and yelling and stuff?
Pretty much at this
Oh,
point.
Jesus Christ. How loudly?
Yahtzee!
Loudly?
Pretty
Loudly?
much, yeah.
Okay, so both of you guys roll perception checks. Harry with disadvantage because he's plastered.
That's a nat 2, baby. I hear nothing. I see nothing.
10?
Yeah.
You can hear yelling from one person behind this room. Like in that room. You have no idea what the hell they're doing. It sounds like they're playing games, but you hear no other voices.
How annoying is the yelling?
It's honestly kind of annoying. Like whenever your family like goes to play like either board games with each other, it's that kind of annoying.
If you were hungover and your family was playing board games on the in the room right above you.
Harry's going to exit his room,
Okay.
walk to said room where the yelling is coming from.
I would like to say that while this is happening, Markian, you are literally just sitting in front of your door at the end of the hallway, and you just see this fucking ugly ass cat walk out of the room, walk straight across the hall.
He may or may not have clothes on right now.
I need a yes or a no.
He 1000% does not have clothes.
He's butt ass naked. Okay.
Can I do a Constitution saving throw to see if I vomit?
Yes.
Just from the sheer sight of him?
Yes.
That was a 17.
You do manage to control your bile.
But just barely.
And I'm going to pound aggressively on this door.
I hear it immediately. Just the first knock, I'm like, get up, tighten myself up a little bit, go to the door. Hi.
Do you mind?
I'm playing board games with my family. Is there an issue?
I'm just gonna try and look past him.
I'm like, I have like the door like completely open, and like, I'm like trying to gesture like to my family.
Wait,
that's
are you
there.
naked or not?
Yeah, no, he's naked.
100%.
Okay, I'm kind of like not paying any mind to it right now. And they're like, oh god, close the door immediately. Kids, I'm so sorry. You didn't have to see that. Then walk myself out. First off, put some clothes on. I don't need to see.
He was so hammered he totally forgot.
Yep.
And yeah, you just see him sprint using the Tabaxi feature where he moves like really fucking fast.
So like he does like the full like like the cartoon cat shriek.
feline
Like he does
agility.
that shit and then bolts back into his room.
Like a puff of smoke.
Yeah.
If he had hair to go rigid, it would have.
I love that. That's excellent.
And you won't see him again until midnight.
I watched all of this happen, just kind of like, just like looking back and forth between you two. Just
Parky probably feels a lot more normal now than he did
I'm
before.
like, okay, no, this is what I expected the world to be like.
And then eventually I'll like, all right, I guess. Then I'll look down towards the corridor and
I just like a way too friendly of a wave.
my name's Xarrakas. So
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Markian.
nice to meet you.
Did you get the letter too?
You also got a letter?
Yeah, and I just got this weird note under my door. Did you?
Should we compare notes?
I,
I'll come like kind of like
seemed
stalking up to you.
unnecessarily sexually charged, but certainly.
I mean, Jesus.
So I like open up.
We're all gonna need Jesus before this is over, Adam.
So I like open up my note and I show it to you.
And then I'll like pull up both my notes and like I'll show it to you. Like,
Yeah, I got the same one. Was it signed?
what's the side?
It did not have a signature, no.
Okay.
Got it.
Actually, wait, no, sorry, I take that back. It did. It had a signature from the Tinted Bird.
The tinted bird.
The Tinted Bird.
Mine's from the Tinted Bird. No.
No way. So's mine.
I would love for you to come meet my family if you have any time to.
Sure, I'd love to.
Sick.
So I guess I'm gonna follow them into their room.
Oh no.
Oh,
This is like this is like one of those things where it's like you can see a train crash that's about to happen, but you could do nothing about it.
So that's the joy of being the DM. Okay, so I follow you into your room, and I kind of like just look around, and I'm like, oh, well, where are they?
they probably went to the other room to go lie down.
Oh,
It is pretty late, so it's about that time.
certainly. Well, I would love to meet them some other time then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna go back into the hall and meditate then, if you're good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I
Not at all.
obstruct your?
Not at all. I waved at you. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll see you at midnight. I'm just gonna go back outside.
The
And
lengths.
thoroughly confused.
The lengths.
This man's mind is mine. It's brilliant.
Holy shit. This is incredible.
I love it.
So as midnight rolls around, you'll be the first person to see it because you are in the hallway already.
Okay.
As the clock strikes midnight, there is, by the way, a big clock tower on the outside of the resort, and it does go off on every hour.
Okay.
So when it goes off for 12, on the first strike, a door appears on the other end of the hallway.
Like where the shaft was, or
So the shafts are on the side of the hallway. The other end of the corridor was just a flat wall, and in that flat wall space, a doorway appears.
As the clock tower dings, I'm immediately out the door, and I'm looking, like, wave to you again, like looking for the other door. Then
Yeah, you'll see the fourth door has appeared.
I bow my head respectfully and then follow you to the door.
I'm pretty sure the Tabaxi should be here as well, or the cat person.
I'm not sure if he put any clothes on, but sure. I mean,
I'm
should we knock?
Yeah, let's go knock. Let's
I go to the door and knock.
There's a knock at your door.
I'm just like sitting in my room, fully clothed, and I've been dreading this moment.
I try to open the door.
It's unlocked.
You forget to lock it after
Oh, 100%.
So I peek my head in and I say, "Hi. I think we got off on the wrong foot earlier. I'm Markian. Nice to meet you.
I'm Czar. Nice to meet you actually clothed this time.
Will not speak of this to anyone.
I just kind of like grin, like awkwardly. I'm just like staring at you like, did you get a note too? We're gonna go check out the door.
I'll just throw my note at them and walk out.
I like the gentle balance between I'm above you and I'm the most disgusting thing in the world.
Swinging wildly. It's a pendulum. Okay, great. So we're all going to the door, I think? Or you...
I'm pretty much already there.
Okay, yeah, no. So Harry storms past both of you and takes the lead on the way to the door.
He's not walking in the straightest line.
No, he's like absolutely like you. You know how like if those like kids that like got drunk at like the fucking sorority house, they're trying to walk back to their dorm at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
And so like they're like leaning like this the whole walk, but they're still walking. They're not falling, but man, they are close to it the entire time.
Something to behold, yeah.
Yes, it is the most gentle effort of balance that you've ever seen.
Okay, I love that. So, I like reach around him and knock on the door.
The door opens and you guys will see. Let me make sure I've got the right guy here. You see a man. He is a bird folk, which bird folk in this world are. They are a humanoid body, but they have a bird head. Very similar to like a lot of Egyptian gods that have bird heads.
Like Horus.
And so, a man with the head of a cardinal opens the door. And he goes, quickly, come in.
I follow him in.
Like, give him a quizzical look as I follow in.
The last one in.
And then he shuts the door, locks it, and then walks you guys all out into this room. The heist rooms in GTA, for those who don't know, it's like a big ass whiteboard that has like all the objectives written up on it. It's got all these different things. There's different pieces of information written up there. There's different notes tacked up to the wall.
Is there a crippled man in a wheelchair?
No. Thank God. And he goes, so you guys are all probably wondering why I sent you guys those letters and offered gold for you guys to come here.
So you're the tinted whatever?
No. He is my associate and he is the one who sent the letters. My name is Xarrakas. I am the owner of this resort.
Okay.
But the reason that I invited you all here has nothing to do with my resort and has everything to do with the Swan River Asylum that you guys may or may not have seen on your way into town. All of you would have seen it. It's fucking massive. It is not...
Can't miss it.
They don't hide it. It's very large.
Are you talking about the 25-foot or the 25-story insane asylum? Or is that something else?
No, that's the one.
Okay. And what about it exactly?
So I believe that they are, for lack of a better term, I believe they are kidnapping and then breaking the minds of the citizens of Aerie. Specifically the birdfolk.
So, to be exact, they're making them insane.
Mm-hmm.
And is gold involved?
20,000 split up against the three of you.
Can I do a history check?
Yeah, for
Okay,
what?
I want to see if I know anything about like the history of bird folk and like why they would be targeted specifically.
Go for it.
I rolled a 15 plus 1, 16.
There is a specific group that their name has been lost to time. They
Okay.
do not have a name anymore. But they did for a long time have a specific hatred of birdfolk for reasons that weren't ever really known.
Okay.
But they have, the last written record of them existing has been over 250 years ago.
Okay. Thank you.
So the idea that they would still not only be existing but be operating in such a high level of fashion as to be using an insane asylum as a front seems like a stretch.
Okay. I will just put that factoid in my back pocket. Thank you.
While this conversation is happening, I'm looking around, especially on the whiteboard, to see like if there is like any layouts of it, or if he's attained anything about the asylum.
So no, there's no like blueprints of the floor plan or anything like that. However, there are like certain objectives that are written up on the board. The number one, the first thing that is written up on the board is obtain the keys.
Okay.
But you also notice that are you trying to take in all of the information on the board?
I'm trying to take in as much as I can to see.
Okay, so there are a couple people that are listed up on the board. And all of you guys can write this down. You guys will all see it up on the board. The number one is Victim Alpha is what their label is called. And then the name of the person is Skellis Scooth. Note, you guys notice all matching the last name of Carrick, the man that has let you into this room and sent the letter. On it, it has written down a date of about a year ago that Skella disappeared after the opening of the asylum, and then has also written under it is now currently an inmate of Swan River Asylum. And then also written underneath that name is the quote, "The light shined so bright just before the dawn."
What does that quotation mean?
Oh, it's all she says now.
Okay. Thank you. So, this is a relative of yours?
My
Of
daughter.
your daughter?
My daughter.
I'm so sorry. Are you able to see her at the asylum?
Not anymore. They claim that she must be kept isolated for her treatment. Whatever that means.
Did you put her in the asylum, or was she?
No, she disappeared for 6 months and appeared in there as an inmate.
Gotcha. Thank you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that. How many people is on the board?
There are 3 more names up there.
3 more names? Okay. Are we getting your family? Is all we're getting is your family, or are we getting like other people, or?
Let me walk you guys through it.
Okay.
So, first of all, we'll walk through what the objective here is to get evidence that something is going on in that asylum that is not as it seems. That is our main objective. Obviously, I would like to get my daughter out of there as well. However, if we have the evidence, we should be able to get her out anyway. Next up is the people that I believe are involved in whatever's happening. First of all, there's Salem Tenebris.
Tenebris?
Tenebris.
Tenebris.
Tenebris. He's the warden of Swan River Asylum. He's a orc who's very highly educated, and he's about 28 years old right now. He came here with a government contract to build the asylum, but I have not once seen a government official come out here to check on the work that he's so-called doing. And he also came here claiming that he wanted to cure the mental diseases that trouble his patients, but that seems very...
Have you ever seen any patients come out of
No.
the asylum?
Next up is Oma Redwood. There's a picture up here, and this is going to mess with you a little bit. You see a gorgeous female Tabaxi wearing a nurse's outfit with 6-inch heels. She's a Tabaxi. They are already tall as shit.
Harry is 1000% blushing and maybe drooling.
Is it a maybe? Is it yes or no?
Yes, he is drooling like a fucking idiot.
I love that.
He goes, this is Oma Redwood. She's the head nurse at... He closes your mouth.
It goes right back down.
She's attracted to the psychotic scientist.
Harry didn't even hear that.
Alright. But she's obsessed with Salem. She does anything for his attention. And then finally is Zuth Cashrow. He is a 40-year-old bird folk like me, but he has the head of a blue throat. If you want to know what a blue throat is, it's kind of bird. Go look it up. I looked up a bunch of birds for this.
What's his name again?
Zuth Cashrow. K-A-S-H-R. The hell was that? H-R-O-W-W.
Keshra.
That was close.
To what?
Too small that last name. I had an A instead of a O.
Oh, okay. He's the mayor of Erie. He used the Swan River Asylum's construction as part of his last re-election campaign. And since he's been re-elected, he has been completely quiet.
Now, how long has he been the mayor?
He's been the mayor for about 25 years. He's not 25, sorry, 20. He's the youngest mayor in the history of the city. But up before this, he'd been really good to us, so.
So what's the first thing we need to do? How do we get in here?
So that's where my faceless associate comes into play. He has been organizing a lot of things for you all to use. But the first mission that we have to do is acquiring the keys to the asylum. This is a must if we even want to think about getting in there. We have to have the keys.
Per se, is this like a standard key, or is it like a key card, or?
It's a key, but they're all enchanted. They can open up all of the doors in the asylum, but they have to be like they are specific key. It's not like a key that you can lock pick. It is.
Gotcha.
The lock is unlocked by the enchantment on the keys.
Okay.
And, do we know yet or not if these keys are on a specific person?
So they all Swan River staff have access to them, and only Swan River staff have access to them. So Tinted Bird, my associate, has been working hard to find a couple of possible targets for you guys to steal them from. And we have them laid out here. And so he points up to the board. There's 4 different pictures of people that have been taken. It's strange. You guys there are no like cameras, but these are, you would assume that someone had cast a spell to take a picture of someone. You don't know how. None of you guys have ever heard of a spell like that, but that is what has been done. But the first one is you can see that there's a woman who looks to be at a bar, has the whole bottle in front of her, and she's completely alone. And he points to this one, and he goes, "This is a widow who is working in, goes to the Greyfish pub every single night. She, very lonely apparently, but she works as a nurse in Swan River. So, if one of you felt so inclined, you could possibly go and maybe swoon her."
What race is she?
She is human, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
You'll notice that all 4 of the potential targets are not bird folk.
Gotcha.
The next one is a half-elven man, and he points to it and goes, "This is a single father who works as a guard at Swan River. He leaves his child at the Buds and Blossoms daycare every single day while he goes to work. So if you're in the mind for some kidnapping, there's that. Then there's this guard, and he points to a orc guard, and he goes out drinking every Friday night, and he does not come home until about 2 a.m. So you could go and try to break into his house, though that comes with its own set of challenges, being as the guards patrol constantly. And then the final one, though it would be the biggest gamble, Oma Redwood heads out to the forest alone each weekend. I do not know what for, but she is out there alone every weekend. Though I don't know if we want to be making such a high-profile move.
Well, what do you 2 think?
I would say, at least maybe try to flirt with the woman, and the first one, the human, and that is most likely the easiest one, or go after the orc.
I would agree. I think I would vote to go for the orc first, but what do you think?
Harry is going to take his hands, put them on each of the cardinal guys' shoulders. Say, don't worry, your daughter's going to be okay once we get her. And I'm going to make a sleight of hand move to steal Olma's picture.
You gonna put that in the shoebox under your
I
bed?
fucking crushed it.
What's my sleight of hand?
Oh, I'm sure that you won this.
22.
Oh yeah. You just literally like put your hands on his shoulders and you like use two fingers as you put the hand on your shoulders and you just slip it down, and then as you take them off, you literally like slide it into your sleeve.
That is so funny. Oh, can I do a perception check to see if I clocked him doing that?
Go for it.
Okay.
I was thinking about the same thing.
13 plus 1, I think. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, no. You have to beat his 22.
Okay, fair enough.
Nope.
All right, so yeah, you successfully slink this away from everybody.
Okay, so that really wasn't much of an answer to my question.
Right, yes. The orc guard.
Or go.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's the human, the half elf, the orc, and
And Olma.
what happened to the fourth picture?
Oh, it must have fallen off. Hold on, I'll find it. There's the second one of her right there.
Gotcha. Trying to like take a mental image of each of these pictures and what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
And alright, so we've all agreed on the orc, so I guess
Time is of the essence.
yeah. We might be able to do it tonight if you guys are down for it.
I mean, I would posit it's not more than 1:30 at this, or 12:30 at this point. We should,
Right.
if he doesn't get in till 2.
Mm-hmm. So
How far away is his house?
Oh, his house, it's about a half mile down the road.
oh, while we are here, what are we all good at? Are we good with our hands? Are we good with magic? Or
Oh, Tinted Bird already told me what you all are good at. You have magic and you're also very sneaky. You are good with magic, and you beat the shit out of people, I think.
I have been known to beat the shit out of people. That is an accurate description. I'm also rather sneaky.
You all were heavily scouted.
Ah,
Of course. And I'll just walk away.
we still. Okay.
I'm heading to the house.
It's Thursday night.
Oh,
Oh, so he's not out.
No.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have to wait.
Backtrack.
Would you like to reconnoiter for a day, or would you like to go now?
I'd say let's do some reconnaissance to give ourselves a good look at what we're looking at, and a good picture of the house and the bar. Yeah, the bar he's at. Does it say what bar he's at? Is he also
No.
at the Great Fish, or okay?
It says he just goes out drinking every night.
Gotcha.
Every Friday.
Every Friday night, he goes out drinking.
Gotcha.
Well, I think that if there is like a tree or a shrub outside of his house, I'm just gonna like post up there and start freaking just staring, because I can wait very long periods of time. I am a monk, damn it.
I am a monk. God damn it.
It's true. Say I like do that after he goes to work the next morning.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would head to wherever the house is at.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you head there. What are you doing? You kind of like walk down the street and you notice that there are. Roll me a perception check.
22.
You notice that about every 3 minutes a guard patrol passes.
Okay. Is it only like one guard, or is it like...
Typically, it's 2. They go in pairs.
Okay. And are they always walking together?
Yes.
Okay. And is it just the one set of guards?
No, it is a constant, like, you can tell they are all making one big circle.
Okay.
Like, they all have a certain path that they walk to keep a guard walking down the streets every night.
And this is like a residential area, or is it...
You're in a more residential area, yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so, I'm just trying, like, keeping myself, as hidden as I can be, without, like, really trying to alert anyone or anything to me. But,
Okay, so you want to roll a stealth check.
Okay. 19.
They don't see you. So yeah, you get to the house. The first set of guards walks by.
Like, if anything, cool. I'm going to take out a piece of glass for seeing, and I'm going to hold it up to my eye, and I'm going to cast clairvoyance.
Okay, what does clairvoyance do? I do not remember.
I create a invisible sensor within a range of a location familiar to me, that I've been to or have seen before, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as behind a door, or around a corner, or in a grove of trees. And it's within a mile and 10 minutes. So
you can just see inside?
pretty much.
Okay.
So I'm like placing like on his like on the opposite side of his door.
Do hobgoblins have dark vision?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so you can make out like a pretty basic like home. It's just got like it's got a living room, it's got a dining room, it's got like a kitchen.
Gotcha.
Then there's stairs that go up to the second level, which you would assume was probably bedrooms.
Okay. So as of right now, I just have it as seeing, and I can switch it between either seeing and hearing. So as soon as I don't really like see anything, I'm gonna switch it to hearing, see if I hear anything.
Here's some loud ass fucking snoring.
Okay. And then I'm going to end the spell, and I'm going to walk away.
Okay. As you end the spell, a second set of guards walks behind you, but they do just walk past.
Okay. As I like then cast like as soon as like the guard in the rear, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace, so +10 to my stealth. And then I'm gonna just walk away as I nat 20 did.
Okay.
So that is 41.
Okay.
Jesus. You was sneaky.
I am the stealthiest boy.
So as that happens, you walk away. What have you guys been doing in the meantime?
I think that I definitely followed them. Because you were storming towards the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I feel like I followed y'all, but kind of just like...
I thought you decided not to go because it wasn't Friday night anymore.
I would have went with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we were all like... I was probably
Yeah.
farther away.
I am 100% not doing anything. I'm just like in the area. I'm just letting him do his thing.
Okay, so you know what? You wouldn't even have to roll those stealth checks because they're both... The second set of guards that comes by literally is trying to deal with Harry being drunk as fuck in the road.
Just belligerent.
They're like, sir, you need to go home.
He's post-verbal.
Where do you live?
I'm gonna turn and slowly look towards the resort,
Are you staying at the resort?
and I'll cast fly and fly to my room.
Did you leave a fucking window open?
No.
He just hits against
I'm
like a
gonna-
fly.
I'm gonna pull a hangover and just sleep on the roof.
So once he like flies over me, the guards I presume would look at me, and I just do like my really friendly wave again, and then just run.
Should we chase him? I don't think so.
As I'm flying, it looks like I'm just like in like a storm with wind.
Yeah, it's just like
It's a calm night.
Yeah, it's like a beautiful, peaceful evening.
you all get the sense that if it was a stormy night, he'd be flying in a straight fucking line somehow.
Okay, so would you guys like to just like rest until the next evening, or
No, I'm
do
gonna
we have
need to.
business to do?
I'm gonna need to.
Yeah. Okay.
So you take the next day off. What are you doing during the next day?
As I get my long rest, as I get my spells back.
There are multiple like recreational activities around the resort, including like a like.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah! I'm gonna spend time with my family.
Okay, so in the morning, as you are leaving, I say, "Oh, is it time for me to meet your family?"
Oh yes, they're actually right here.
Okay, and I just like smile. Really?
Yeah. And I'm like suggesting upwards, kind of like your height.
Okay.
This is my wife Lola, and this is my daughter and my son, Minx and Ragin. So.
Okay, I'm going to do an insight check. I'm going to do an insight check to see if you're joking or not.
Harry is sitting nearby, so ungodly hungover, looking at this in like a mixture of disgust, awe, and just absolute perplexity.
That is, well, hang on. That is a 12.
I seem perfectly
I was gonna
honest
say,
about what I'm saying.
As far as you can tell, this man is fully truthful.
Okay, so I just kind of like smile at you for a moment, and then I realize that you're not fucking with me, and then I turn to the space that you gestured to, and I go, "Hello, forgive me if I don't shake hands, monk." And I just pace to the grin, and then I like wave at the imaginary children, and I'm like, "They're lovely."
Thank you.
I'm shooting daggers at you with my eyes.
Like, you dare encourage this, you mother.
I clock it, and I'm like, I'm just like, no. And then, okay, I even go so far, I turn to the children, and I'm like, so what are you guys gonna do today?
To me, I hear like, we're gonna have fun with Dad, and that's it. But
it's just dead silence.
it's dead silence.
So it's,
That's right, Minx. We're gonna go play at the park.
oh, that sounds wonderful. Well, it was so nice to meet you two. And then I just like turn on my heel, so my back is to you, but I'm looking at you, and I'm like,
I'm completely oblivious to it.
oh yeah,
Yeah, Harry just doesn't know. This is like one of the few times where he doesn't know what the hell to do.
you're just beyond words. You're so pissed.
Yeah, just the pain in his head is just being absolutely stoked. Like, just pouring gas on the fire of his hangover.
I love it. After that, I just I go to my room and I practice my wall walking ability.
Oh, before you leave, as you're like in the middle of the hallway, like about to go to your room, let's meet up around 10 o'clock ish, to discuss on what we should probably do. Have fun with it, whatever you're gonna do.
Okay.
And
I'll be up here.
cool. Like, go have fun with my family.
Roll me a performance check on how well.
Fact. Performance?
Not a performance check. The scariest of all checks.
You do notice that about halfway through the day, somebody who doesn't look like they stay at the resort, that's wearing a white coat with a sigil on it that you don't recognize, is like starting to follow you around a little bit.
I'm being the dad of like normal families. I'm sitting down and watching my family have fun. To me, this is fun. So,
Okay, so you notice that there's a guy. Actually, no, sorry, you would recognize it. You guys all saw the board. He's wearing a Swan River outfit. Like an orderly outfit.
gotcha.
And he's about 25 feet away from you. He's just watching.
I clock him. I'm like, hello, how can I do you of service? Is there an issue?
He spins on his heels and he walks away.
Hi, I guess. Fucking weirdo.
Says the man's out here with his imaginary fucking family.
They're scouting out their new patient.
Seriously. I love that. That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
So, you all meet back up at 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Just like in the hallway outside your guys' rooms?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, you guys all meet up?
We whenever I go out there, like my door opens and you don't see me, but then I walk out, like I'm horizontal to I'm perpendicular to the or parallel to the floor on the wall, just like walk out like I'm like really excited that I've mastered this and you guys are just staring at me.
That's a neat trick.
Thanks. I just figured it out and then I drop in front of you. And then I look at you, and then back to him, and I go, how was your family? Did they enjoy today?
Harry's rubbing his temples.
Adam, how does it feel to be my role in the party for once?
It was a very fantastic day. Though one of them did look at me interesting.
One of what?
Oh, one of the people from the insane asylum.
They were here?
Yeah, they were just looking at me. Just
I can't imagine why someone from an insane asylum would look at you strangely.
I know, right? Like, how could they ever do that to me? Like, I'm perfectly fucking normal, man.
Yeah. And while I said that, I was like white knuckling my pendant that I wear, or my medallion. Okay. Shall we go?
The sooner the better.
Okay. So when we go, I think I'm gonna probably kind of like hang back and try to like be like the cuckoo bird. Like I'm gonna like watch the guards.
Got it. Okay.
Like if something bad goes down, then I'm gonna like try to distract the guards.
So do you guys wait until like the first guard, like a pair of guards passes to approach the building?
Mm-hmm. Is that good with y'all?
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll me a group stealth check.
Group
Stealth.
Before we start doing this, I will make sure that we have my god's blessing, as I will pass without a trace. So add 10 to your stealth.
Oh, nice.
Your god.
10.
Yep.
Then I got a 26.
So we got 26 of what? What'd you have, Crow?
Dude, that's crazy.
I rolled a 28 plus 10, so 38.
Okay, so
I rolled a 2 plus 10 plus 7.
I got a
fucking 19.
We're the sneakiest of lads.
okay, yeah. So no, the first guard patrol passes. What are you guys doing?
I still think I'm hanging back, kind of like Is there like a tree near the path?
Like you're looking to like post up on something, like just like.
Yeah, I'm actually like I'm gonna go up in the tree.
Okay.
And use my monk ability to like so I can hang in a weird angle but still like see everything.
Got it.
Like it helps hide me.
What's the area around this house like? Are there other houses next
He lives in the neighborhood.
neighborhood? How close are they? And is there anything obscuring the view?
Say there's probably about like the 15-foot gap in between the sides of houses.
Are there windows on the sides of the houses?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, then I want to go and sneak around to the back of his house.
Okay.
I will tag along with him.
Okay, so you guys both go around to the back of the house. You guys get back there, there's a deck, there's a back door.
Does it look like a regular set of like keys that can go like put into the back door, or is it just like is it locked at all?
It's all locked up.
Okay. Then I will.
Ooh,
Should we
I know what to do.
should we wait on for him to get home, or should we like already be in there and just like attack him on sight?
I was thinking we'd already be in there.
Does he?
So I'm going to take like a piece of cloth. I'm gonna wrap it around the door handle. Would you mind breaking this door handle?
Oh, I was just gonna pick it. Cause like as I already have like my tools out and like I'm getting ready to like.
Well, if that doesn't work.
Then, yes, we will break it. Wow. This is great. This is not great. 9.
No! Like you're like, you're fiddling with it and you kind of like, you feel like that first pin drop and then you just can't get that second pin. And then there's one time where you do get this to the second pin, but then that third pin breaks your pick.
Try to like take out another pen. Try to
You
get it out.
get that out of there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I'm looking around for people.
Oh, okay, this is better. This is better. This is 24.
You managed to get the other pick out.
Cool. I'm trying again. 18.
Okay, so as this is happening, the next guard patrol is walking by.
Okay.
So were you talking,
Whispering.
whispering?
Yeah.
Okay. How sober is Harry?
No, he's sober.
He's perfectly sober this time? Okay. So just roll me a straight stealth check for all three of you.
Remember, you still. I have concentration on it to it for an hour, so.
Okay. 27.
22 plus
10. So 32, so that's... Okay, yeah, you guys will beat it.
I'm still at the same number again.
Okay. So yeah, you guys will fucking beat it. Okay.
30, yep, 38.
So, yeah, and then the second time the door does pop open.
Cool. Yeah, and then, I'm going to... I'm gonna try to find you, like, go around the corner, look at the tree, and, like...
Okay. I'm going to do a dexterity check, or I guess would it? I want to like jump out of the tree onto the roof of the house and then like quickly go in to hope.
Describe to me how you're doing this, and I will decide whether it's acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, so I think that I check to make sure the guards can't see me anymore and they look out of earshot, and then I just take like 2 big ol' running steps, leap over, use my monk skills to attach to any flat surface, and then just kind of creep around and hop off the back and into.
Make an athletics check, just make sure you have enough to get across.
Okay, that's fair. Let's see. Sweet. That's a 10 plus my dex, which is 3, plus proficiency. Would I be proficient?
Athletics will be plus your strength.
Oh, well, I can. Oh, you're right. +3, so 16.
16?
No,
Okay.
I'm sorry, 13.
13? Yeah, you still get across. You land a little bit lower than you wanted to on the side of that house, but then you're able to walk up.
Okay, sweet. Thanks.
So then you just like drop down on the deck and then down to the back door?
Yeah, I think we're all just like in the same room now.
Okay, so you guys are walking. You are in the dining room area of the house, which has the back door attached to it, and then the kitchen is to your right, and the entrance is in front of you with the stairway on your right as well.
Gotcha. As soon as everyone's inside, I close it, make sure it's locked again, and then I'm going to go let go of Pass Without Trace. I'm going to go ahead and cast Find Traps just in case. If there's any traps in this house at all. Yeah, so up to 120 feet, I have a sense of any traps.
It's just traps?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, you don't.
Okay. So anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect that would be considered harmful or undesirable.
Harmful or undesirable. And what does it say again? Read that one more time to me.
You sense the presence of any traps within a range that is within line of sight, so I'm going through the house and looking. A trap for the purpose of the spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable. And then, which was specifically intended as such by its creator. Thus, the spell would sense an area affected by alarm spell or glyph of warning or a mechanical pit trap, but it would not reveal a natural weakness in a floor or unstable ceiling or a hidden sinkhole.
Okay. No, then I don't think anything will pop up.
Gotcha. Okay, we should be safe from any traps around this house, so,
I'm gonna check out the upstairs.
cool.
So I tread up the stairs, and you said the bedroom's up there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the bedroom and then do a perception check to see if I see anything out of the ordinary or anything that looks like where he might keep a key when he's not at work. Or like when he goes to bed, or he wouldn't take out because he don't want to lose it.
Before you headed up there, I would have tapped you on the shoulder and I would give you guidance. Add a d4 to your roll.
Oh, sweet. That's a D4. Do I have a D4? D4.
Yeah.
+3. I can't do math. 10.
10 total? You get up there, he's got like a nightstand, he's got a hamper which has got some clothes in it.
Okay. I'm just gonna go through the nightstand, I guess.
So when you open it up, there's a dossier.
Oh, I'm about to read that.
You open it up and the first thing you notice is the name at the top of the page.
Which is?
Xarrakas.
Oh.
And it is the beginning of a report on your companion.
Okay, I'm gonna like tuck this into a pocket of my robes.
Okay.
just to see. I want to read that later. Okay. Was there anything like urgent about that dossier? Like anything that like read that I should figure this out now?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else in the nightstand?
An empty, what you would assume is a whiskey glass.
Okay. That's all I got for right now. I'll give you guys a
So what are the other two of you doing real quick?
I'm kind of just chilling by the door at the moment.
You're chilling by the door, what are you doing?
Does he have like a lounge area?
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the chair and I'm gonna greet him the second.
Okay.
Fucking mobster style.
So as you guys are doing that, you will start to hear voices from outside the building.
Okay. As soon as I hear voices, I'm going to cast clairvoyance again outside of the house, and kind of like where like a camera would be at on house. It's just like making sure like where people are like.
So you see not the guards. There's a group of 3 people. Mm-hmm. 2 of them are wearing those orderly uniforms that you saw earlier, and then there's a third that is wearing it's a Swan River uniform, but it's very much more elaborate. It's a big cloak, and it also has a heavy hood that is thrown over the face.
Gotcha.
And the second you cast clairvoyance, it gets counterspelled. And you don't. Now I know. I see the look on your face, and I know that you're thinking like, "That's not how that works." There's a reason.
Okay. As soon as it does that, I'm pulling out. God damn it! What do I have on me? Yeah, so I'm going to pull out my daggers, and I'm going to coat them with poison, with my poisoner kit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look at, where are you at?
I'm upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to look at you, like 3 outside. And then,
Are you still? Are you trying to listen to what they're saying through the door?
yeah.
Okay. So what you hear is the one in the middle. You can tell goes stop. And he, are you trying to like, are you doing like the window thing where you're like peeking through the curtains?
Hmm.
No, you're just sitting there by the door?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't see anything.
I'm making sure that, like, where the door opens, if it's like this, I'm right here when it opens.
Okay.
So you'd be hidden by the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you hear him go, you hear something metal and then you hear him go, someone was trying to watch us. We need to find the target. And then they keep walking.
They don't walk inside?
No.
Okay. Wipe off the poison, put it back, and then I'll make sure the cloth I had for the poison specifically is back in my bag and make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You'll notice Harry literally didn't move when you said that. He was just sitting there like.
I really didn't say anything. It was more like
Yeah.
trying to get your attention. It's like, hey, there's 3 people out fucking side. I was like, and then you would have saw me like pull out my dagger, coat it with poison, and was like just waiting for someone to come inside.
Yeah, Harry just didn't give a fuck. He
It
was
was
just
like-
he was just chilling.
So I would come back down and presume that we chatted with each other and like you caught me up to speed with like what just happened because I presume I couldn't hear anything up there.
Mhm.
But yeah, do you guys want to investigate the house more, or are we gonna? Do you guys want to investigate the house more, or are we just gonna wait?
What time is it?
Probably about 11 o'clock.
I suppose.
Yeah, that's I'll keep an eye out.
Okay. I'll go back upstairs and get under the bed
Okay.
in case he comes. Wait, are we gonna surprise him, or you're gonna be sitting there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you doing like the gangster mobster?
Oh,
Like
1000%. Yeah.
Is this chair turnable at all? Like, is it on
Does
the
this
swivel?
work?
Sure.
Does this
For
work?
sure. Absolutely, yes.
I love that.
But he also has really long fucking legs, so like he's like whenever he's got turned away from the door, his fucking legs are like jammed up against the wall.
So
So there's a high possibility that when he tries to turn around, he bangs the fuck out of his knee.
Is there a way
So
I
in
can
the house, is
position
this-
it to where it looks?
You want to move the
flawless?
entire fucking chair?
yeah, it scrapes really loud.
I want to try and pick it up and move it.
Roll me a strength check.
I'm so weak, it's not even funny. Oh god, what was that? That's a 14 minus 1, so.
That is enough. You managed to move it quietly over to where you want it.
If anyone's watching, Harry's straining. Like, this shit sucks. It's not his strong suit.
I love that. Okay, so is this house, like, is there like a door that opens up to a staircase? Like, is the stairway enclosed, or can you like see up?
You can see up the stairway.
Okay. I'm just gonna like post just inside the bedroom, so I can like still hear what's going on down there, but kind of make my presence not known.
What?
Okay, so I did have a way to communicate with everyone. Fucking great.
Oh, like message?
No, it's with the rogue power.
Oh, cool.
So, as you guys are sitting there, another 30 minutes passes. What were you doing?
I'm chilling right next to the door, and then I suddenly realize, oh, I'm going to tap into my psionic power and psychic whisper to. I'm making sure I have connection with those two.
Okay.
So I can roll a D8 for a total of hours. So I have 7 hours of communication with the two chosen creatures. So.
Sweet.
And I can speak to you up to a mile. So.
Oh wow, that's a good power.
So how would Harry the Hairless Tabaxi react to this motherfucker just all of a sudden whispering in his goddamn mind?
Get out of my head.
I will.
We're still here.
You don't feel friendly anymore.
Fuck, these guards are fucking stupid. So after about that 30 to 45 minutes, you all of a sudden hear you hear some people walking up again.
I'm gonna walk over to the window to try to listen to them.
This is more than the guard patrol. You've heard the guard patrol every 3 minutes the entire time. But actually this one I will say is on the 3rd minute when the guard patrol is supposed to pass. You don't hear the guard patrol, you hear this group instead.
Is it the same group as before?
You would not know because you didn't even know about the first group.
Oh, that's fair.
You wouldn't know what they would sound like or anything like that. For you, you hear the same voice of the one that was in the middle with the cloak.
Okay.
But then you hear rolling perception check.
Would I be within your shot of this?
My passive perception was 18, but I rolled a 10.
This is to out here like these specifics, which is why I'm having you roll.
Gotcha.
Because like the passive would be like, oh, you can hear them.
Yeah.
The perception roll is to see how well you can hear them.
Gotcha. So yeah, just 10.
So yeah, no, you don't make out specific words, but you do notice that there is a something different. There's a heavy thing walking.
Okay. I'm just going to listen to it and see if it goes by, and that's it.
As it gets close to the door, you will hear heavy sniffing.
I am immediately blessing of the trickster, like hold onto my amulet for a second, and I have advantage on stealth checks.
Okay. So roll me that stealth check.
Try to get away from the door as fast as I can. So that is 26.
Okay, yeah, no. So you like do like a fucking ninja roll away from the door and then back into the dining room. And you keep hearing that sniffing, and then whatever this group, they're hovering.
So they don't leave, right?
Yes.
Okay. And are you whispering to us what's going on?
I'm whispering to you.
Oh yeah, not him. You're still just in the chair, like.
I'm just ready to fuck with someone.
The same 3 people outside and 1 maybe large dog. So But yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for now, trying making sure if they come in or not. Is it paused on your screen or
Wait, what?
the stream? No, it's just lagging on my end.
Okay.
No, we're still going.
Don't scare me like that, Crowe.
Sorry. But yeah, no, I'm just waiting for them to leave, or I'm making sure I'm prepared for someone to come in.
Okay. So you keep hearing that sniffing. At this point, the sniffing gets a little bit closer to the door. You can hear it, Harry. And then you hear a sing-songy voice say, "I can smell you."
Ooh.
And we will go to break.
I like that. Freaky. Okay.
So-
Sweet.
I wouldn't have blessed the trickster myself. It would have been just one less. So
Oh, okay.
because I can't do it to myself. So
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, so we were going to take a break and we will be back in just a couple minutes.
Okay. Sweet.
And we're back. So, what the fuck?
Sorry, I have to do it every single time.
I can safely say I did not expect that. All right, so you guys are all currently holed up in the guard's house. You guys were waiting for him to come home to get the keys, and there's currently something outside the door that just said in a very creepy voice, "I can smell you."
We're not in combat though, so I can't ready an action, correct?
There would no. You could just. I mean, you'd be like, "I'm waiting to do this," but like, no, you're not in initiative yet.
Okay.
Are they on the back side of the house or the front of the house?
They're at the front door.
Okay.
Okay.
You can hear them starting to form up on the door.
And there's 3 of them?
You don't know.
He does know, because I did tell him.
You told them that there were 3 of them in the first group. You have no idea how many people are in this one.
Got it. I'm going to get myself behind cover. I'm going to use my channel divinity to invoke duplicity,
Okay.
and I'm pretty much creating a copy of myself,
Okay.
and I'm going to have it so it's an illusion of myself that lasts for a minute.
Okay.
So
What would you like it to do?
it's going to go up to the door and like go to the window and just like see how many people there that are there.
Can you see through it?
No,
Okay, so that.
but it's going to like that's what it looks like.
Okay, I'm just trying to. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Why?
Like setting bait.
What does this accomplish?
Bait.
Why do you want them to come inside?
I mean, if they already know we're here.
Yeah. So
Okay.
And you're just
then-
not moving, right?
And Harry is getting up and he's starting to do some stretches.
So Harry's doing calisthenics next to the door.
Yep.
and then I'm gonna go walk up to the door and I'm going to open it, and it's going to seem like the illusion of myself is going to be opening it. So I'm here.
So you're
being
attempting to
honest,
fake them out.
Yes.
Okay, roll me a deception check with advantage for the creativity.
Fuck. I rolled a 7 and a 3.
Oh no!
Let's see. You said deception? Plus 5, so 12.
12. So when you open the door, what you see is what you would assume used to be some sort of humanoid, but it has been violently mutated. It has overextended arms that are now like used to hold itself, almost like a gorilla. And it has a snout that is not natural on the front of its face.
Okay. But it used to be like a human or a humanoid?
Dude, that is up to your guess.
Okay.
Maybe it was human, maybe it was an elf, maybe it was dwarf. I don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I probably came to the top of the stairs to look because what's the point?
And it looks at you. You see that there's there is the guy in the cloak is behind him, and then there are 2 of the orderlies. So yes, this is the same group.
Okay.
And then it looks up at you, goes, "Not you," and then it jumps through the window full speed, where your illusion was, and proceeds to tackle what it thinks is you. I know it can't touch it, can it? It's just
No, it's an illusion, so it goes. It would go.
It's like a
immediately
hologram?
Through. Yeah, pretty much.
okay. So it thinks it's tackling you as it goes barreling through the wall of the house
So
and back out.
Czar, back up, please.
Ooh.
as I'm like making it pretend that it's like dragging me
So
along.
you try and okay. So roll me a straight deception roll.
Oh, dude, that's 17.
No, so it continues to try and grab and pull at this illusion.
And then I'm backing up from the door.
You back up as the cloaked man looks at the illusion backing up, gets ready. You will have an opportunity to do something if you would like.
I cast Hypnotic Pattern.
What does that do?
You create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and then vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration.
Okay, so where are you putting this cube?
I put the cube where the creature is. I'm gonna angle it, like the front corner, will be where this crawling thing is.
So it went through the window and then
Yeah.
back out the side of the house.
Yep. So I'm angling it to where it's going to have him in the corner and then catch the others while not affecting him.
Okay. And what? It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. DC 17.
Okay, this is for the creature. That's for the cloaked man. One of the orderlies will fail. Both of the. Okay, so everybody but the cloaked man fails.
With the cloakman roll.
He rolled a 17.
That's a 3. Or no, sorry, that's a 7. Important.
I forgot about that. I forgot you had that. Yeah, no. So they all fail.
So they're all hypnotized.
They are charmed.
Nice.
So what are you doing?
Come on in.
They all like shuffle in quietly.
Now, go lock the door. You can all come out. It is fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna join you, but I do have one hand like kind of like not behind my back per se, but it's like in my robes.
I'm looking at them to see if they're like to discern if there's anything magical on them. So I'm going I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic. The only thing that you will find is that I informed you of this at the break, but I will inform everybody else of this now. There's a necklace that the cloaked man is wearing that is heavily warded and is intended to be used if any magic would be used to see the man in the cloak, it is immediately canceled out.
So I know if we do something that would harm someone, it will break off the charm. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
So if I were to, can I see that necklace? To the cloaked man.
Show him your necklace.
Like
And he
I meant
holds-
like, can I have it?
He holds it out.
And then I try to like take it off of his head.
Give it to him.
His whole head janks with it, and like when you try and pull it up, you realize that it is not coming off of his neck.
Okay. So it's like glued there magically.
Do either of you look at the back of his neck?
I'm already there. I'm like just
Yeah, I'm inspecting them.
It's
Yeah.
melted into his spine.
Ooh.
okay. I'm going to cast that earlier.
That seems inappropriate.
I'm gonna fuck. I'm going to cast this spell magic on the necklace to see if it.
To try and see if you can break the enchantments. I'm trying to think of exactly. I had built this thing out in my mind. I have to remember if that would get canceled out or not. Because I think I built something to it to where like it has some protections against it.
So,
But I think at this point, considering that he's not actively fighting you anymore, yes, that would work, and the necklace will become useless.
okay. So, if it's a spell third level or lower on the target, the spell ends. But if it's fourth or higher, I would have to roll a DC to see if I break it.
Okay, then yeah, you'll have to roll a DC. What is the DC? How does it work?
For each spell of fourth level or higher on the target, make an ability check using my spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay, so you'll need to make 3 rolls.
So, using my spellcasting ability.
First one will be a 18, the second one will be a 16, and the third one will be a 15.
There you go. Okay, so it's plus 4. The first one is going to be a 19 plus 4, so 24.
Okay, so you beat the first one.
Wow. The second one is a natural 1, so 5.
Nope. Does it work does it fail if it fails on any of them?
It's just on a successful check, the spell ends.
So just it just succeeds on the certain spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever the second spell was, fails, and the third one is going to be a 14.
A 14, that is also a fail, so you only get 1.
Got it.
You do get the highest level one though.
Cool.
Sweet.
And then after you do that, roll me a perception check. You specifically, because you're focusing on the necklace like intensely, like you are working on this thing.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so you will notice this now. Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. I really want that roll, but it's cocked. Okay. Because it was an actual 20, but it was cocked. So, it is 21.
Definitely good enough. So you will notice first that some of you activated something when you cast a spell magic. The second thing you will notice is you will be able to read the sigils that you activated, which are invoking some sort of alert to whoever enchanted this item.
Okay.
Got it.
I'm gonna. Well, I presume you're gonna start interrogating, right? Okay, I'm gonna just start like checking out this creature and trying to see what I can.
That's where I'm going first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. then-
Okay, so you guys are both doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to investigate it physically, and then you can talk to it. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do. What would that be? Like a history check or an arcana check or con?
Roll me a nature check.
Nature check. Okay.
Do be careful. Not like it to be shaken out of its charm.
Okay. So,
It's just standing there.
that's a 13.
A 13? You get the sense that life is painful for this thing. This is not enjoyable. It's in certain places its skin is stretched to fit this new form,
Okay.
to the point where like you can tell that like poking this thing with a needle might cause it to get a very large cut.
Okay. Is there any kind of familiarity? Like, do I recognize anything about it?
No,
I'm
this thing has
scared
been
that this is
mutated
a
beyond
dog.
recognition.
Okay.
I tried to dispel the magic on the necklace, and now they know that I tried to do that. So, at that point, I'm going to cast. Mirror image. So I'm creating 3 versions of myself, and I need you to tell them to chase after these 3, and I'm gonna have them run outside, and then they're just gonna
Well,
disperse.
before you do that, I want to see if they have a key as well. Sorry, continue.
I'll
Thinking.
check the pockets real quick.
No keys.
Cool.
You assume
Ask the cloaked guy what that thing is.
so I'll get to you in a second. I'll answer that in a second.
Okay.
When you go through them, you kind of like get the sense that since they were deployed on a mission outside of the asylum, they were told to leave their keys behind.
Got it.
Because knowing that it is dangerous to... They are doing things that are... This is illegal.
Yeah.
So...
Do they have anything else on them?
Nothing that you could... They have the dossier on you.
A copy of the one that I have?
Yes.
Okay. Definitely take it. Like, it's letters.
It literally lists off like possible post-traumatic stress disorder, speaking to a family that is non-existent, it has all this stuff written out.
How do you react to reading that? Just blank. Okay. I clock that. I'm like, interesting.
And then, okay, so you ask him, you go, what the fuck is that thing?
Yes.
I'm like,
He like looks at you with that like blank charm stare and he goes, we call them the hounds. They're heavily mutated organisms used to track potential patients.
Ah, I see. Well, when your superiors ask, act normal. You couldn't find him or catch him. Now, run along.
They all get up. Do you tell them to chase the mirror images like he
Yes.
said? Okay, yeah. So they all chase after the mirror images.
well, I think that we need to rethink our strategy since the wall is busted in.
And the glass is broken.
Yeah, I think we need to ambush him when he comes in. Or wait, what about the guards? Did the guards hear the wall crash?
There has not been a guard patrol in a good 15 minutes.
Interesting. Do you guys think he's still gonna come home tonight?
There's still a possibility, but I guess we wait until 2 o'clock.
What time is it at this point?
It's about midnight now.
Okay. Well, I could try and mend this whole wall. But that will take time.
I say I think I could go back up into the tree and wait for him to come down the road and then we could ambush him. Just try it that way since we couldn't find the key in the house.
Well, we also don't know if they're going to be coming, if the guards are going to...
As a nice DM, I would like to remind everyone that only one person investigated the upstairs bedroom, and they did not roll well.
No, he went up there.
He never went up there to investigate.
Oh.
Well, let's do a firm sweep of this house. I'm having a sense that the key might still be here somewhere.
Are you having a sense that all of this could have been avoided?
How did you find anything upstairs at all?
I didn't look that hard, evidently.
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna take a good look.
Please come help me.
I do have a passive investigation of 18, but I'm also going to roll.
Roll your investigation.
Cocked. You're cocked. Okay, 24.
So you notice very quickly that his Swan River uniform is at the top of the clothing in the hamper.
Hell.
Very quickly, you slick your hand in the pocket. There's the key.
I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
You know, it's that one thing that you're really trying to look for, as it lost your key or controller, and just blanking out on where the fuck it's at. And then I come help. It's oh, lab coat, key, cool.
Out of sheer stress, I'm going to cast create water and start slurping on it.
Is this like a nervous fucking tick?
It is. I'm making it one.
Can I hear the slurping from
Yes.
Okay, let's destroy this room more to make it look like it was a robbery.
I can do that.
Cool. And I'm gonna pull out both my sonic blades. I'm gonna just start going at it.
Yeah, I'll just start monk just beating the shit out of the walls, and yeah.
Like, and also make it look like there's a fight in here. So.
Okay, explain.
So like, kind of just like random slashes everywhere, and then like the desk is flipped over, and some of the clothes are torn up.
I'm gonna take the uniform with me though.
Okay. I will let you roll a deception check use your wisdom modifier.
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna go upstairs when I hear all this.
Because you are someone who is very smart and you know how to look for the right things, so you know how to throw people off the trail as well.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, so that would be +1. Yeah. So that is 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so you make this room look like there was a full-blown brawl. Not only that, you use the lamp from his nightstand to make it look like somebody got thrown out the window. And you do this, you all are fairly confident you've got a little bit more time before the guards come back through. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to necessarily be quiet because you get that sense that they've been paid to not fucking come through here for a minute.
Yeah.
So that's all happening. What you will also notice is that do either one of you cut open the mattress?
Yeah, I would definitely.
Just during all your slashing and everything? Okay. I figured that's why I was asking. You find a stash of some powdered substance.
Yes. Yes.
I snort it.
No.
I snort it. Yeah.
No, because I instantly know what to say that I want it.
Roll me. Let's have a dexterity roll off.
A dexterity roll
I
off?
swear to fucking God, this is horrible on my end.
I have +7 to dexterity, so.
Well, is that your saving throw on your dexterity?
Oh shit.
So okay,
So he's got.
You're is it 17? It should be a +3.
Well, I'm proficient.
No, it's just.
It's just dexterity, so you won't have any proficiency.
It's just your score modifier.
Okay, well this on my saving throw it says +7.
What's your guys'
It's not a
proficiency?
saving throw.
Okay. Oh, so it's not a saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a +3.
It's a +3. Cool.
17.
Fuck! I rolled a 6.
What is this?
Outside, I'm pretty sure this is a bag of dust and sneezing, but in game, I don't know what the fuck this is.
While they're like fighting over it, I want to cast Identify on it.
Okay, how do you do that? Because you
Wait,
would
I
need
already
to.
snorted it, right?
Did you instantly snort it?
Yeah!
Oh god.
Absolutely.
Is there any residue left?
I didn't snort the whole thing. I just took a little bump and.
I want to before he tries to like.
Okay, before any of that happens, I need to understand, Landon, exactly what would encourage him to snort this. What would he have seen in his past that would tell him snort it?
I'm immune to poison. I'm immune to poison.
I forgot you're a fucking monk.
I'm a monk and I'm level 10.
You
so
have the purity of body.
I'm immune to poison and disease, so I'm like, if I see it, I drink it, I snort it, I'm doing it.
So
Fuck yeah.
this is a monk that
I'm chaotic good monk. Chaotic.
who sees any kind of drug and is like, I want that shit immediately. I don't care if it's crack, cocaine,
I don't
weed,
care what. Yeah, because I can decide whether or not it affects me. I'm like, yep, put it in.
Xanax,
God.
shrooms.
I'm immune to poison and disease, baby. Like, fuck me up. And so I say again, Dungeon Master, I snort the substance.
Someone fucking clip that.
I snort the substance.
Before he even tries to like snort it, I'm gonna try to snatch it out of his hands.
You can over my dead body.
Okay. He gets a straight dexterity roll. You have disadvantage. He already had the bag.
Oh, I was thinking sleight of hand.
Oh, God damn.
Fuck. It's got. Okay.
So wait, this wouldn't be my +7 for proficiency?
No, this would be just your +3.
This is my okay. So I got 9.
It's a rollies!
Oh my god, rollies!
Oh god.
Nat 20, baby!
Hey,
Nat 20!
This is perfect. Because I rolled a 4 and he rolled a 20.
Nice. I'm also into that. I like just like raise my eyebrows, not in the character, but just 420.
Harry's just standing here looking at this like, can you heathens let me identify this?
Literally, as you're in the middle of saying that, he just snorts the fuck out of it.
Did you say something?
I just.
Does anything start happening to him?
No!
Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna take like the edge of my claw and just like poke whatever's left and cast Identify.
It's cocaine.
Just straight cocaine.
It's cocaine. Damn it.
You're fighting.
I am leaving. I'm just gonna walk out and fly back.
Is it only this one bag of cocaine, or is there any more in there?
Do you go digging?
I go digging.
You find 3 more baggies.
How big are the bags?
Bring it with us.
I gotta
They're
know.
like those little like.
Dime bags.
I make sure there's. I'm keeping one in my pocket, and I throw him the other one.
Heck yeah. Give it to me, I'll take it. Shit.
Jesus Christ.
I just thought of something horrible that you could do as a monk. Holy shit.
What? Tell me.
You could be a taste tester.
I really could.
You could have all poison food and you can
And
eat
I-
all
no,
of it.
it's fine.
It's fine.
And then I'm like the world's worst taste tester.
Notes.
Because I just will not die.
No, this would be great because if my character Andre dies, I'm bringing a cookout. So.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I love everything about this. Markian will come to any party. Yeah. My patron god is Lyra, so she's here for a good time, not a long time.
Fucking sick.
Yeah.
Alright. We head back to the.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow. I'm gonna follow this one because like now that I know I'm annoying him, I'm determined to make him like me. Just absolutely determined. Like he'll turn around and I'll just be like smiling at him.
I'm gone.
Yeah, you're flying away.
So does everybody make their way back to the hotel?
Yep.
I'm already back.
Yeah. So we arrive and we present the key to our old friend, the cardinal-headed.
Yeah, so you open up that 4th door, which you guys didn't notice was gone during the day again, but is now back.
Okay.
I kind of assumed it appears every night at 12 o'clock, so.
So yeah, you guys go in there and he's like, how'd it go?
Very smoothly.
Do you
It
like
was
cooking?
actually the easiest I've ever done. And I'm like looking at you guys like.
I'm nodding my head no.
Nodding your head no?
Yeah, like shaking it side to side.
Okay, so he's saying it went very well. You're just shaking your head.
I would also like to say that whenever I got the Coke, I put it on my amulet. Like, I just tied it to the amulet, so it's just right there. It's like, I didn't hide it, it's just...
So he just goes, what is that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's what's it called?
I cast
It's
shake
powdered
water
sugar.
again.
It's powdered sugar. That's all it is.
Why is it in a baggie like that?
That's a great question.
Roll me a fucking deception check.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm just wide-eyed slurping my water nervously.
16.
He believes every goddamn word of that.
I have some more if you want it. I love it.
Sure.
It's great on pancakes, French toast. I'm about to get this dude high as fuck out of nowhere.
You're about to kill his old ass. Holy shit.
How old is he?
He's an older man. He is not young.
I thought he was young.
No!
He's gonna have a fucking
He's got a fucking grown ass daughter.
Got it. You know,
So what is our
second thoughts. I'll take that back.
But why? I was gonna make waffles.
Let's tomorrow morning. We'll meet in the break room. And there's a cafeteria down
What
here,
break
right?
room are you talking? There's
You're
the
one of those just like
there's the cafe. Yes.
Yeah, we'll have some waffles in the morning. And I'll
Okay.
make sure I'll bring it.
Okay.
Alright.
So what's our next task?
Pupils are
Okay.
dilated.
Yeah, this time I let the Coke affect me a little bit. It's like, what do we do next?
Just get the fucking.
Do you want to go tonight? You guys.
Oh my god. Okay. Jesus Christ. He goes, well, we hadn't really planned out the next stage yet. We're still working on acquiring information, so if you guys have any ideas on stuff that you would like to acquire before we go in.
Is there a store on the resort where I might find some equipment? I'm quite interested in getting a low-level weapon of some sort.
What kind of weapon?
Like a basic stave or an immovable rod. I'm always interested in those. Again, just huge people.
Hang on a second, and then you hear him. He walks behind the board. So like, you guys have noticed that there's like a little like entryway behind the board, and there's a room behind that somewhere that you can't really see from where you're at. And then you just hear, you know those like scenes where it's like somebody goes in the garage to find something, and you just hear like the fucking like sounds of like 1,000 things being moved, and there's like the cat screech, and there's the fucking.
And then I turn, when we hear that, I turn to him. I was like, did you understand that? Just so genuine. Did you get that? What they said?
What are my spells?
Were they speaking Tabaxi or were they speaking any type of language?
Again, this is my first time out of the monastery, so I am just like so genuinely just like, I meant no ill will by that.
I've been
I'm
too
about
focused
to
on my
dissolve this guy.
I've been too focused on my family to like actually realize like there are other races outside of just hobgoblins.
Sure,
so
sure.
like I know of humans and like the whole basic
I'm
shit.
casting prestidigitation. You know when you're like driving on a really hot day and it looks like the road's wet and it's like shimmering? I'm doing that so he thinks he's fucking tweaking. I'm doing that in front of your eyes.
Okay. So
You're starting to think that the cocaine, you let it affect you a little bit too much.
Yeah. Okay, so I just kind of like, I kind of look around the room like I'm trying to remain calm.
Yeah,
And I'm just-
it's all
it
around
does
his
shut
head.
me up for
all
a
around his
minute.
head.
And then I just like grab onto his arm, like he's escorting me on a date. I'm just like, and I don't say anything. I just like, and I'm looking like almost directly up, just like,
And I'm totally okay with this because I know it's fucking with him.
I'm just like, okay. That's all I'm doing.
So,
I like.
Jesus Christ. So, this is all happening.
This is all happening.
Welcome to the chaos portion of.
This is
That's
how our
just
normal
chaos.
campaigns go.
I'm so sorry. You said one off. I'm like, we have not done anything. We have not done anything we were supposed to do.
Yeah, you guys did. You got the key.
That's true.
It's got a key so far, and all we. Did you take the cloak?
I did.
Yeah,
I do
okay.
have the cloak and the coke. Cloak and coke.
The cloak with my coke. Anyways,
Why does that sound like a song?
Look it up. Might be surprised.
it wouldn't surprise me.
So as this is all going on, he goes walking back out, and he has a circular. It's a circle, like it looks like a circle of metal with a handle in the middle of it,
Okay.
and then there's a button on that middle handle. And he holds out to you. He goes, "So I found this a long time ago. I'm not really sure who made it, but watch this." He just don't.
Got it. Oh, I thought he was like handing it to us.
No, he's holding it up, and then he presses it, and two fucking bars come out from either side of it.
Ooh.
And he goes, and then you can do this, and he like presses like the two like parts of it, and it spins.
Can you fly with it?
No.
About how wide is it? Like with the bars out, or how long would it be?
Like from end to end?
Yeah.
Probably say about 5 feet.
Okay. So it like functions as a staff.
Yes.
Okay.
What he just described to you was the dual lightsaber that the
The Inquisitors have in, in Star Wars.
That's funny. I love that. But they're metal.
Yes.
Okay.
They're not
Can I borrow
lightsabers.
that?
That's why I brought it out. It's sitting in my chest collecting
It's still
stuff.
like waving, so like I go to like grab it from him, but it's like 2 feet to the left. I just like swat at air.
You liar!
what?
That's not sugar!
Got him.
He like grabs your wrist and like moves your hand over and then puts it in your hand.
Okay, I retract it and put it in my cloak. Because my robes, rather. My robes are like infinite with space.
I promise you 20,000 gold. I give you the nicest rooms in my hotel. I asked you to do some slightly illegal things, and you lied to me?
About cocaine.
I love that shit! He fucking takes it, he sets a line and fucking sorts that shit!
What is wrong with all of you?
I didn't get this rich by just making my hotel.
You're a cool guy, I like hanging out with you.
You need a bed.
Well, thankfully, you gave us generous rooms for us to sleep.
Yeah, and he only has to walk in a straight line. Go.
Okay, so
Go.
yeah, I go to bed.
I'm still making like the hair.
Yeah, I barely make it, but yeah, I go to bed.
What time is it?
It's about 1:30 in the morning now.
Okay, have a good night. Don't do too much. I will be back. And I'm gonna go to the house and wait until the dude comes back to see how his reaction is.
So you go back and it only takes about 5 minutes before he comes stumbling down the road. And you see he's like, where did everybody go? Oh, right. They stopped at the... Fuck. And he just starts walking. And then he gets to his door. And he like
It's
fumbles.
already open.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like we left it open and everything.
Yeah.
Just,
So he
Like, the door's
he
kinda
like,
like off its
he like
hinges.
he gets all the way to the door before he notices, and then he just goes, "What the hell?" And he looks in, and like when he turns his head this way, he sees the hole in the wall, and he just goes, "What the hell? Who touched my?" Hits the fucking where the door goes in. His fucking toe hits that, and he just face plants in the door, and is out.
Go off. We've all been there.
looking for guards. Are there any guards around?
You did see them pass a couple minutes ago, so you know they'll be back here in a minute.
I'm gonna go put him to bed.
Oh.
Walk up. I'm gonna make sure the guards are not there. How does he seem pretty heavy? I know he's a half elf or.
This man's has been drinking for at least 5 hours.
All right, so he's dead weight.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna use all the strength I have, and I'm gonna carry him to bed.
Roll me a strength check. You are going up a flight of stairs.
You're also a hobgoblin and he's an orc.
17.
You're also high.
Okay,
I
roll
didn't
take any
me a straight dexterity check to keep your balance on the stairs.
Six.
So, you're carrying him up to his bed, and you get to about the 4th step, and then he moves just a little bit, and you just feel your foot.
Hold on.
Okay.
As soon as I know I'm going to try to fall, I'm gonna use one of my psionic die to help bolster this is an ability check, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to save myself from it. So
Okay.
I'm going to be adding a D8 to what did I say 6? Thank God, it's an 8, so 14.
Okay. You manage to start leaning back, and somehow you manage to kind of using that little bit of that extra ability in you. You kind of bring it back up and onto your shoulders, and you keep making your way up the stairs, and you throw him down on the trashed ass mattress that you left.
I'm going to I'm making sure that there is still some cocaine, just
You sprinkling it on his fucking face.
making sure he kind of has a bloody nose, but
You take a fucking knife and poke the inside of his nose.
Just punch him in the face.
Yeah. He's out and you just
Wash
elbow
his
it. I love that. Please do that. Do it for me.
I really do, but no, I'm just God damn it. I'm gonna karate chop his nose.
Why is that so much worse?
Puts his hand like this.
It's
Roll me a strength check to see if you have enough to make this man's nose bleed.
12.
Yeah.
Just hard enough to where it starts to bleed, but light enough to where he doesn't wake up. But he's already pretty knocked out.
I was
cold,
saying,
so
I wasn't really worried about him waking up because he's passed out.
Please turn his head so he doesn't choke on his own blood while he sleeps.
I'll make sure. Just turn him over to his side, make sure he's a little comfy. He has his arm up.
Just
make sure that he sleeps comfy, but in a fucked up bed. And I'll go to the front door, kind of fix it, lock it, and I'll go through the back door and just leave.
Okay.
And then I'll make sure there is no guards around, and I'll fucking dart back towards the resort.
Okay.
He's so done with us right now. He's so done with our bullshit right now. I love it. What are you doing?
What are you doing? I would like to remind
left the
you.
room.
Okay, I would like to remind you, as based on your reaction to the mention of Oma Redwood, you did hear that she goes out into the forest alone each weekend.
It is Friday.
It is the weekend.
I'll just tuck that thought in my back pocket for a minute,
Okay.
because I have things to say to this man.
Okay.
Well, seeing as how they're gone now, I'll tell you what actually happened.
I would love that.
While we were there, people from the asylum came with a hound thing, humanoid.
A what?
A humanoid, I think that they are trying to turn into a hound. It's a person who does not look like he's having any good time in his life. It's very strong. It easily broke through the side of that guard's house, charged through it, left a hole in the wall. Anyways, I charmed all of them, so we should be fine for at least a little while. But Xar did try and dispel magic on one of the men's necklaces, and they know that we tried to do that.
Well, that's not ideal.
As you can probably imagine, they were looking for him in specific because he's fucking insane.
Yes, I've put that together since he got here. That was something that Tinted Bird politely left out of his report.
How did he not catch it?
I think he did.
And you just see like this rage that builds up. Like he's just like twitching almost, like
His eyes
I'm
went
going to kill
from
that man.
slits to complete full moon eyes.
Yep. He wants blood. Well, they also tore the man's place apart. I guess it looks like someone was looking for the drugs that man had.
That would be... Okay, well, at least it looks like it was a robbery and not a... Well, not a specific robbery. Not a robbery for the keys that we took.
That being said, a cloak was taken. It has the key, so... I'd imagine tomorrow things are going to get much more difficult.
I would say so.
Should we take a sleep now?
About Olma.
Yeah.
You said she goes to the forest every weekend?
Yes.
Where exactly?
Why?
No reason.
Lies.
None.
I literally watched you drool over her. Like, right next to me. Like, you were almost drooling on my shoulder.
He didn't even do a deception check. He just said, "You fucking liar."
You're missing this?
You've activated my trap card.
I looked for that for 3 hours.
And I'll pat him on the shoulder so he might know.
You bitch!
And I'll tuck it back in my sleeve and walk to my door.
He's gonna use that later tonight.
Roll me a perception check while you're looking at the board before you leave.
There's a new one.
Because there is a map of the
I
town
rolled
that's
a
on
3,
the
but
board.
I'm making it a 13.
And what's your perception?
So it is +8, so 21.
You do notice there is a part of the forest around the village that is marked on the map.
I walk out. I make sure that he knows that I know. I eyeball that spot very hard.
It went from slits to full moons to back to slits.
And a very Grinch-esque grin.
No, that's the scariest guy.
Are you going back to your room?
No.
Okay.
No, he goes back to his room, casts fly again, and just
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to the roof and I'm gonna cast fly and I'm flying to the fucking
How
forest.
many freaking spell slots do you have?
That's my last one at that level, I think.
I love that.
All right. So yeah, you fly out to the forest. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm looking around.
You start looking.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to track, or are you trying to just see?
Do I see like a trail with Tabaxi tracks?
Roll me a
She does it every weekend. It's
investigation. Roll me investigation.
Probably, okay. She does it every weekend. It's probably a trail. 21.
So you see that there are multiple different spots where she's gone into this forest, but you can identify with the 21 which one is the most recent.
I follow the trail.
All right. Is there something? Okay, so what are you doing? You just calmly walking with all the confidence in the world? Are you sneaking? What is your plan here?
I'm being a little sneaky.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, he's kind of a bitch. He doesn't know how to talk to women. Says stealth.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Okay.
14 plus 7.
So you are sneaking up. Eventually you will start to hear a voice. And as you get closer, you hear just somebody going, Landan! Sweetie, it's me. Where are you? Landan! And as you are trying to get close to the voice, you are a little bit too interested in trying to get a look at the person that you are hearing. And you step on a branch, making a very loud crack.
Mm-hmm.
And then the voice just stops and you hear nothing.
We'll continue to do nothing as well.
You just stop moving completely.
What kind of tree am I hiding behind? Is it big tree?
There's a lot of big trees here, and I wouldn't call it a wild area, but it is a dense forest.
Okay.
It's not, but you're never more than probably a mile from a road.
Okay. I want to try and stealthily climb this tree so I have some leaf cover.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics check, and then roll me a stealth check.
What? I didn't see it.
That was fucking horrible. So that was a nat 1 and a 4.
Baby
So-
boy.
My curse is back. Let's go, baby.
So you step on another branch as you go to jump up to grab onto the tree,
Break.
and you grab onto a branch and it immediately snaps off, and you fall back down on your back, and then you hear footsteps making their way towards you very quickly.
I run away.
Okay, so
I'm using my
you are on
Tabaxi
your
feature.
back when this starts.
Yeah.
So you'll have to use half your movement just to stand up.
Okay. So that'll be normal movement because I'm doubling it with my Tabaxi feature.
Okay.
What is my movement? I think it's 30. Yep, 30.
Okay. What's your AC?
18. Or no, 16.
16?
Yeah.
As you start to take off running, you feel a rope get tied around your wrist.
Cut off your own hand. Cut off your own hand. Chaos.
That would be fucking funny.
I want to use Mage Hand to untie it with my other hand. So I want to use it in place of
Okay,
of my
and
hand
you're
that's gone.
okay.
Yep.
Can you? Okay, I'm gonna make you roll a survival check to undo the knot.
I'm good at surviving. That's 18 plus 8.
Wow.
26.
Yeah, no, you undo that knot real quick.
Good job.
And keep running. That will stop you from dashing on that second one, though.
Okay.
So. Try. Oh my. Another rope gets wrapped around your ankle this time.
Oh, fuck.
I rolled a 19 on the first roll to a hit. I rolled a
Gary.
natural 20 just now.
Damn.
Let's see. Okay.
I would like to cast
Fabricate. I want to grab this this rope and just make like a fucking hat out of it. I can
Read
just-
me exactly how Fabricate works. I want to know
second.
exactly what Fabricate does.
Basically, I just take like one substance and turn it into something else. You convert raw material into products of the same material. For example, you can fabricate a wooden bridge from a clump of trees, a rope from a patch of hemp, clothes from flax or wool, for example.
Okay, so that wouldn't work on this because it's not raw material.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see. What other skills do I have?
Gotta cut that foot off, man.
Already a new character?
No.
If it's her, you could just like go for rope and be like,
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Just a Misty Step.
You fucking dumbass!
I had that.
that's half of D&D is
Yeah.
like forgetting the skills and spells.
I
that
got
you-
killed in his fucking thing 'cause I'm an idiot.
So yeah, you will cast Misty Step. And as you Misty Step, you hear a shriek of "Lauden, was that you?" And then just a wailing sob.
So I can tell they stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At the edge of my Misty Step, I'll go like another 20 feet or so and kind of veer off to the left and hide behind another tree.
He just let you go.
Tempting the face.
He just let your ass go, and you said,
Almost day. He is down bad horrendously.
Okay, so after about another 30 seconds, you will see a figure making their way through the trees. Roll me a stealth check, please.
11.
Okay. We're gonna do rollies.
Release.
Roll bad.
He
What'd you get?
rolled.
Natural 20.
L. I rolled a fucking 7.
And for the camera, there you go.
Can't even see that.
F.
Do I need to hold it up
Chat.
longer? Did it not
F's
focus?
in the chat, baby.
You would have to, but
Nah, fuck it.
Declare your undone.
I held it up there to prove it, and I clearly had no fear of it. I had natural 20. So yeah, no. You go to like do the shift around the tree.
Yeah.
You hit another fucking branch.
The second I do, I use both my Misty Steps and I just fucking run.
That's so funny.
You yet again hear the shrieks and the sobs.
What does that sound like?
I'm not going to imitate that. I cannot imitate a mother looking for somebody.
A mother.
A mother.
A mother.
Oh.
A mother.
Oh.
I'll let that slip.
Details.
Okay. Now what are you doing? You're the only conscious one left, I
I'm
think.
running. I'm just running back to town.
Yeah, you run back to town. What are you doing?
Going back to the hotel and I'm locking myself in my room because I'm horrified.
And your horrible performance.
Yes.
How bad you just fucks that up at every turn. Sorry, it's a bit. How bad you just fucked that up.
Okay. I don't think there will be a better ending point than that for me.
That was an excellent first round. Kind of went off the rails there at the end.
It did.
Until next time.
Before we leave, I do have a question for everybody.
Are you pulling a cane?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay, for each of your characters for this campaign, who do you think their favorite character in, we'll just go with like any sort of like crime media, be it like GTA or like a TV show that's like about gangsters or something. Who do you think their favorite character would be?
Madara Uchiha.
Because Naruto is what? A crime show. You're technically correct, which is the best
It
part.
is a fucking villain.
I'm gonna go ahead and just go, okay, because I don't know who that is.
He's pretty fucked up.
Dude, he is pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
The same goes to the whole fucking side of that portion of Naruto.
Yeah. The whole show's pretty fucked.
yeah.
If we're being for real.
Yeah.
I think that if you were aware of them, Markian would love Tony Soprano. From The
Oh, okay,
Sopranos. Yeah.
okay.
I think he would really admire him.
Can't think of his name. It's the guys from Psychic. Or,
From Psych?
Psych, yeah. It's the white guy. I can't think of his name.
Oh. Spencer?
Yeah.
So my real one would actually be Gus Fring. Breaking Bad.
Oh! That's a good one! God, Giancarlo, this was amazing. Okay. Yeah, I don't have really any characters to do it for. Unlike Kane. Kane's got fucking...
You have the red rock.
Oh, the old man?
Yeah, the old man.
Oh, okay, who would his be? His would probably be Michael from GTA, because that's the life that he wishes he could live. He wants to get back to his glory days.
You just won't get it though.
I like it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool as hell.
Dude, during this, I was thinking, like, my character is literally just Yzma from Emperor's New Groove.
Like independently, like smart,
Yeah.
but makes dumb decisions and
All the
surrounds
time.
yourself with dumb idiots.
Really ugly, wants to be beautiful.
Sagging skin.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my god, that's way too perfect.
Okay, I think that's... Clip it! I need it!
Pull the lever, crunk. Oh my god.
Alright, yep, that's a good spot to end it. We will catch you all next week for the second episode of the Swan River Job. Thank you, Landon, for joining us.
Thanks for having me. This was so fun.
Time.
Huh?
I had a great time.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be fun. I'm very excited to see how this goes. We got probably about 4 more episodes of this, so this will be interesting.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, so we will catch you guys all next week for the second episode.
7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be here or bring your friends.
I'm mad because my
here
mom
or
always used to
where?
do that. Do you know what they used to do on like the 60s Batman show? Like for the teaser for the next week's episode?
Something racist.
No, it was same bat time, same bat place.
Same bad times. Yes. I
I
love
hate
that.
it so much.
I hate that because my
For him,
coworker
we can
says
do
that
same
all the
cat
time.
time.
Yeah, no, that's from the '60s Batman show.
Oh my fucking god.
I love that.
And so when you said that, I almost said that like just out of pure instinct, and I was like, no.
Gary, do the Dragon Ball outro.
In the stream.